Wood, smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty greats, overachieving, never slacking. Back with some new Ren. Let's hop into it. We got Ren, and this is called Seven Sins. I'm ready to hop into it and hear what this is about. Should be interesting. Ren's music is always interesting. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, if you're new, make sure you go binge watch my Ren playlist, and let's get into this, because I'm ready to hear what he's got to say. Let's do it.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, seven my sin. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. I'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resisting, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and too many hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bagging me. Zip it up quick, get their things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, onomatopoeia. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright lights, he's your dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top for 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy.
I never really stop songs anymore, but a bed where, like, he just said some stuff. What he said about God tying a noose around his neck and then jumping, and the angels all wept. Like, hold on.
Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg this guy for mercy, mercy never came. I did me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future states uncertain, surgeon incision.
Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking.
Murder ambition, fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wings, seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out. Fade into the background. So down. Running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out. Smackdown. Let it be. Quote John Lennon. Click clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good of intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, dead. 6-6 followed by 6 and 7. Build them, praise them, bury them, dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Half those troubles and thoughts stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shards, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by seven whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, lust makes the grass look greener. Crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth. Rinse and repeat. Reruns, repeat. Time lost. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need, then take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat. We inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, circles of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best.
Where do I even start? Where do I even start? Ren, man, did he go in? There's just certain things he said in there, like a lot of things he said in there that was like, I caught my attention. I'm still, honestly, guys, I'm still stuck on what he said about God tying a noose to his neck and jumping, and the angels weeping, and him witnessing it all from his bed, where he feels depressed and oppressed and all these things, and he broke down all these different sins, and he spoke about what he said. He said Jesus died at 33, and basically he still got his sins pretty much. So, whew, he talked about the unknown and the church. I mean, it's so much to break down in this 4 minutes and 35 seconds. If I was to really dive a little deep on this, I would say it's like we're all living in like different parallel dimensions, which is why directors can make so much different movies, so much different TV shows, where there can be two people in the same TV show, or even writing as an author. It could be two different. It could be two different characters, and it's like they come across each other, but they're living. I've done this because I'm an author, where there's so many different realities going on. In the same specific town, right? Or same city. Like we're all living these different realities with these different perspectives. And when he names all them different sins, it's almost like we're all faced with certain things like that all based on them sins. Some people's is pride, too much pride. Some people's is too much lust. Some people's is a lot of people's is too much greed. But we all have like these specific things that are like a major component, of our makeup, that we really need to go into our nature and and focus on that lower nature and pretty much do the work to heal from that. I've been just to show you we're all living in different realities. I've been offending people lately, right, on my community tab, because I posted a picture of Kendrick Lamar. This goes into how we all think so different. And it was Kendrick Lamar's family. I chose Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar he's a conscious rapper. And I said I may be a little old school, but ain't nothing wrong with man. Woman, I spelled WOMBAN and child. That was no offense to anybody. No, like people took it, obviously. Nowadays, everything's like, when someone doesn't understand something, it's always labeled as hate nowadays. It's people took it as shade. Like I'm throwing shade at other people's sexuality. I'm not throwing shade. As someone who's been talking about this multi-dimensional, like all these different, we're all seeing from different perspective. We're all in this house looking through different windows, and it's like the window I see, or the room I've been in. I see the oppression. I've met the people who have things forced on them, whether at jobs, someone who was gay, a manager who told me how to higher up manager, try to pretty much offer him a higher position for sexual intercourse and certain things, and just pushing certain things. It's like we're all seeing through different windows. So if I speak on that, like, it's not shade, for me to talk about, pro-life. I don't have nothing against people, gender, race, none of that. But it's like someone who's full of too much pride to go into the seven sins is gonna take, or seven sins, excuse me, is gonna take that and flip that, and you're throwing shade. Da 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 da. Instead of just kind of like, let me hear the different perspective. What window is this person seeing through, or what have they been through to where they feel like they needed to say that? And it's like when I see the window I see through, when I see certain things being forced, not just online, but in schools in America, that many parents are fighting against, certain laws that are being made, certain things that are happening. It's like I see a spiritual war going on. Now, not everybody sees that. Some people are more privileged. Some people have different windows. That room and that window they're looking out of may be completely different, because we're all living in these different dimensions, like these different parallel universes in a sense. And and it, amongst those rooms, there's all these sins that we have to overcome. Mine may be something else, right? Mine may be something with the ego. Mine may be, someone else's may be greed. Someone else's may, but it's like we're all kind of just, I feel like the best thing we can try to do is understand each other. Even with that same person, she said, what did she say? She said, I think putting womb in the word woman is offensive. Why must our sexual organs be brought into it? And for me, from the room that I'm in my experiences, womb is an embodied feminine spirituality, which works in sacred partnership with the masculine energy. This is my response. The seat of your deepest intuition is in your womb. Your womb is not only a place where new life is created, it's a sacred portal that holds the secrets to your true power. I honor woman, right? So for me, it was more so an honoring thing, but it's like then you start getting these random bots out of nowhere that start saying weird stuff. Not in reference to her, but just all the other people who like have 0 subscribers that come out of nowhere. I know if Ren sees this video, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's why, and that leads to people like Ren when he says in his song, he talks about depression and feeling oppressed, because then you kind of get told, you know, like I said, comprehension is important. They train people to label anything hate these days. So I don't bash anyone, but I don't accept anything either. I don't have a problem with anyone's race, gender, or sexuality, but I do have a problem with society forcing things and pushing things on people. That's oppressive. That's why Ren in that song, while there's a reason he felt depressed and oppressed, because the room he's in, the window he's seeing out of, there's something going on in that room that people that are in other rooms in this big mansion. I'm trying to, create a good example. In this big mansion that I'm in, the room I'm in, I may not see that out my window. So we can't just be so quick to in a sense, tell people like, okay, that doesn't exist, or you know what I'm saying? Why don't we try to understand each other? So then I was like, that's oppressive. Most people who do that are puppets for a bigger agenda. I'm not a paid off YouTuber who's controlled. This whole platform's controlled. Yeah, I did rant a little bit. I actually rather see people free. The only thing worse than wickedness is the people who watch and say nothing. Most of these influencers would lead your kids blindfolded into Jeffrey Dahmer's house. I'm the guy that'll go in and fight to the death for your kid. They care about their rewards in the physical, and I care about my rewards in spirit. We are a little different. Obviously, that triggered somebody, who pretty much, to make a long story short, called that this outrage culture. Everything has a label now. But could you imagine that? I feel like, and that same person said they subscribed to me because of Ren, but it's like, when the news took what Ren did, what was it? I think it was suicide. That when they took that and flipped that, and and reactors like me were speaking up and making videos in Ren's defense, it's like, I feel like that's kind of like the same thing. Like, you just kind of label it, oh, outrage culture. You're just outraged. It's like it's a label for everything. It's like, let's actually just try to understand each other. a lot of people say they're fans of these artists, but I'm starting to think people are just trend hopping because if they're really fans, then it's like they would get certain things if they're truly fans the way they say, you know. As far as the way Rin does his music, even from the beginning, it kind of gave me that Kanye West vibe. He's a creator, man. He's a creator, and then it's like that it kind of gave me a grime feeling throughout it too, and also that boom boom that fist pump feeling. Like it's just he just has his own lane, and I love it. Like Kanye West would love that intro. He would love that. Just it's just different, you know. He tells it. I could see him like literally changing the game and being on like a Game of Thrones and like remember if you guys watched Game of Thrones that season with who's that guy with the red hair that sings? I think he sang like The Shape of You or if Ed Sheeran. It was a scene on Game of Thrones where he was like singing. I could see Ren being in like one of them shows like that, but rapping, right? Rapping something like this. Like he has that type of music. It's incredible to me.
Oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept, a bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick.
And that goes into what I was saying about what he said, a bed in that tomb, about what I'm saying of us all kind of being like, in like this mansion, this house, and we're all seeing through different windows in these different rooms. Some people are their rooms are nightmares. Some's are dreams. Some people are living like in cat, like feel like they're in a let's say like a king's room, right? Like an emperor's room. Other people's are like abusive, like we're all just see others are like super beautiful. It's like we're all seeing through we're in these different rooms, all in this big house, and we're looking out these windows and we're just seeing things different. We're interpreting things different. But I don't think that we should be so hard judging each other. I don't think we should be telling other people their experiences aren't real or aren't true and constantly labeling people. And I feel like if you are a Ring fan, then you definitely should understand that. I don't believe you're a real Ren fan if you ain't really getting it. I just don't. I think if Ren wasn't famous or certain artists wasn't famous, I don't think people would even like, you know, it just when you really like when I talk to people that are supposed to be fans of certain artists, it's like I would think certain things would click. I would think if I talk to an Eminem fan, they're gonna get certain things. They're gonna get the mindset of somebody who's like a what is it like? What's that Stan song or that lose yourself to the music? Like they're gonna get someone who has that mindset. So it's like I don't know.
Tell you about the good deep intentions, bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, dead. 6-6 followed by 6 and 7. Build them, praise them, bury them, dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Hard though troubles and thoughts stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan.
That's really giving me that grime feeling. That's that UK right there for real. Shout out to Ren. That's that UK, that grime feeling.
Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, love.
That's a fact. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. I'm gonna end it there. That is true. You know, especially if you think I don't even want to bring this up because I don't even want to focus on it. It's so tragic. But everything going on in the world right now. Man, I ain't even gonna bring it up, but all the wars and all the pride, greed, all this. This could be this is the type of song that could be broken down in a university. It's a lot. It's a lot. With that being said, guys, that was Ren 7 Sins. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, man. And just remember when you're out there and you're reading things that you may not understand, someone else says, even if you don't agree with it, relax. You know, if it don't apply, let it fly. Don't be so quick to judge people because we're all seeing through different windows. But that does not mean how someone's feels or their experiences is wrong. And it does not always mean you're right either. You know, we're just in different rooms, guys. But much love to all of you. Salute.